If a woman writes before dying, he'll cry not for losing me, but for losing his performance. You know, the truth is darker than any Hollywood film. Marion Marshall hid her pain for 60 years, until the day she decided to expose the man the world called a perfect gentleman, Robert Wagner. Marion Marshall was once Hollywood's sweetheart, but she lived in the shadow of a man who loved mirrors more than people. Robert Wagner, famous smile, perfect suits, flawless charm. To the world, he was a dream. To Marion, he was a mask. She married him in the 1950s, walked down the aisle under flashbulbs and applause. Yet from the first moment he held her hand, she knew he was acting for the cameras. At home he was cold, silent, obsessed with his own image. She once joked, "What if the mirror breaks?" He replied, "I'll buy a new one." That was the real him. Every smile, every kiss, every gentle hand on her shoulder. Off camera, his eyes controlled everything. Who she talked to, where she went, how she dressed. She wasn't a wife. She was a prop. When she tried to take a small acting role, he said, "If you want to be an actress, don't be my wife." She canceled the job the next morning. He didn't shout. He didn't need to. His silence was enough to trap her. He still kept a picture of Natalie Wood on his vanity, calling it movie history. Marion realized she wasn't loved. She was filling the space Natalie left behind. Through the years, Wagner's charm grew stronger in public and colder in private. He walked ahead of her, posed perfectly, lived for the spotlight. She lived in his shadow until she finally divorced him in 1962. She said, "I'm not leaving because I stopped loving him. I'm leaving because if I stay, I'll disappear." Years later, when Wagner reunited with Natalie Wood, Marion whispered, "She'll find out too." And she did. But it was too late. On the Splendor yacht in 1981, Natalie Wood died, officially called an accidental drowning. But new reports, noises, bruises, shifting statements, and Wagner's fear of water made the world question everything. Marion heard the news and said only 3 chilling words, "I knew it." She knew because she had lived with the same silence, the same control, the same man who acted for everyone except the people closest to him. Wagner was always too many, one for the world, one behind closed doors, a smile for the cameras, a storm for the people he claimed to love. Hollywood protected him. Fame protected him. Public image protected him. Investigations closed and reopened. Questions multiplied, but answers stayed buried beneath Catalina's waves. Before Marion died in 2018, she left a final recording. Her voice weak, but her words sharp. "He's still acting, and the audience still believes." She wasn't accusing anyone, she was giving a warning. Sometimes tragedy doesn't begin with a crime, it begins with a performance believed for too long. Robert Wagner became trapped in the role he created. And the saddest part is this: he lost himself long before he lost anyone else. If you believe Hollywood smiles hide shadows, share this story so the truth behind the performance is never forgotten.